Hi everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer subscriber. Today's video is going to be TBR jar picks my reads for the month of January. Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve celebration, whether you were staying in, going out, whatever you did. I hope you stayed safe and that you welcomed in the new year in whatever way you saw fit. I'm really excited for a new year. I think I was very much ready for it. I'm really excited particularly for the reading that we're going to be doing across this year. My previous video was actually 10 books I wanted to get to in 2025. You can check that out if you want to get a little bit of an idea of what I will be getting to across the year. I'm still going to be filming end of year content. We still need my run through of all of the books I read and also my top 10 books of the year. And I'll also be doing a December wrap up, of course. But it's just that I wanted to get this video up in a timely manner and I feel like I'm running out of time to do that. So we'll pick my TBR and then we will get back to end of year content. A few days into January, and the only book that I have started reading, other than ones I was in the middle of course, is Snow Country by Yasunari Kawabata. This is a Japanese translated fiction. It's a modern classic, as you can see. So far, not obsessed with it. I'm only 30 pages in and it's over 100 pages, so I've still got a little way to go before I can kind of determine whether this is the book for me, but I'm still kind of keeping an open mind with it. But that's the only book on the TBR and it's very short, so I should be getting that done within the next couple of days. So we actually have, what I'm very excited to say, is a pretty free TBR and I love this. I will obviously be keeping my 2025 TBR in the back of my mind, but on the whole there's no boundaries to what books I read, which is my favorite thing ever. Very quickly before we get into this video, I actually did a community post where I asked everyone if they would like to see TBR jar videos in the new year, and the majority of people said yes, I think. And then some people said that I could pick and choose. So some months I do a TBR jar video and some months I pick my TBR via a different way. And very few people said that they were completely done with the idea of TBR jars. For this first month, we're definitely obviously doing the TBR jar, but going into the next few months, I might kind of switch up what we do, but I'll always kind of revert back to the TBR jar if I'm lost for ideas of what else to do. But my favorite time to do the TBR jar is when I don't have a set TBR, when I don't have books I want to fit into it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And that's the reason why I decided to start the year off with one of these videos. So without further ado, I've been yapping non-stop. Let's just get into the video. Okay, prompt number 1. I haven't added any new prompts, but I added a bunch in November or something, so I should have some fresh ones in here. Let's just give this a good shuffle. Okay, let's go with this one. A book with an ugly spine. This is such a fun prompt. I think I might have come up with this one myself. I didn't draw inspiration from anyone else, but I don't know, we've got lots of pretty spines. Let me just pull out a few that I think have ugly spines and then we'll go for that. Also, I didn't say, I'm hoping to get to, I think, 5 books, considering the fact I'm already in the middle of some. We'll see how many of them I can get to. Do we have any romance books? They're all kind of okay. Okay, so I think these are the 3 that I brought. So the first one is Hot Milk by Deborah Levy. I recently bought this one. I'm really excited about it. And I just don't like this colour combination on the spine. But I love the cover. That's the reason why I sought out this American edition. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I don't like this cover in general. The cover's just brought into the spine. So that explains that one. The final one is Can't Spell Treason Without Tea by Rebecca Thorne, which is a cozy kind of sapphic fantasy book. Yeah, I just don't love that spine either. So what do we think? I'm kind of tempted to go with the Levy, just because I haven't read one of her books in a while and I adore her writing style, and I think I'm going to do it. This wasn't my 2025 TBR, but it was one that I definitely considered for a minute. So, although is this too summary? Maybe it's too summary. But then do I want to read either of these? Maybe we'll do The Vanishing Half, because this is a book that I don't feel like I'm ever going to pick up. It was actually given to me by someone who found it in the charity shop. It was a book I'd kind of decided I didn't really want to read, not for any specific reason, just, you have those books that you kind of swear off. So we're going to do this one because it might force me to read it. So that's the first book, and the first prompt for a book with an ugly spine. That's obviously completely a subjective opinion. You might love that spine. I don't know. Okay, prompt number 2. We'll do this one. It's another tiny one, which means I think it's probably one of the... Oops. 2 of them came out, so we might do the second one if we can't do this one. Random color generator. That is such a fun prompt. Right, okay, I'm gonna just spin a wheel on the internet, I think, if I can even find this. Random color generator. Spin the wheel. Okay, I'm gonna screen record. This is a very elaborate wheel. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Honeydew Green. Do I have any books in Honeydew Green? I just don't think I do. The book that comes to mind is A Certain Hunger. The UK cover is this exact colour, but I just don't think I have that colour, on a cover. So we might spin again, because I really just don't... I think I'm going to be struggling with that one. Oh, I almost landed on the exact same thing. Yellow. Okay, I've got a couple of yellows, so we can go with yellow. So the one that stands out to me the most is Heaven by Miyako Kawakami, which is this kind of like, I guess it's slightly orangey, but it's like, this is yellow. I'd say this is yellow. And I've wanted to get this for a while. Do we actually have any others? Maybe this is the most obvious pick. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Heaven by Miyako Kawakami. If you're new to these videos, I run through what the books are about when I go through like my overview and show you all the ones we picked. So that is for a book that was chosen by the colour generator wheel for yellow. Exciting. Okay, and then do we go with the one that dropped out? Okay, this is a Kindle book. I have a couple of Kindle books. I'm in dark mode, I'm like struggling to see. Dance of Thieves, Alone with You in the Ether, and then I've got a bunch of like indie romantic-y kind of books. Divine Rivals, Love Theoretically, The Virgin Suicides, Intermezzo, Songbird, Lady Macbeth, Avalon Tower, The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. That's a Christmas book. I don't think we'll be doing that. Nothing Like the Movies. Okay, so I think what I'm actually kind of tempted to go with is Divine Rivals, because I have never read this book, and it's crazy because it's such a well-loved book, and I think it honestly is like a 4.5 5-star prediction for me. Okay, prompt number 4. We've got 2 more to go. Okay, we'll do this one. I had to like fish him out. Cartoon cover. So this pretty much guarantees a romance, does it? I think it does. Like, do we even have any? Oh yeah, I've got Out on a Limb, like this sort of thing, you know, like a drawing. So Out on a Limb is an option. I'll keep that out. I've got, this kind of counts, the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, that kind of counts as well, but the thing is I wanted to read the rest of the Chestnut Springs before I get to this series, because that's her like first series, and I don't want to be starting another series. Okay, so do we actually not have any other options? Oh my gosh, wait, is this a cartoon cover? No, this is like art. I really want to read these Hollow Bells. Don't ask me why, I've just had like an urge to pick it up recently. Okay, I think we're out of options, so I feel like we're gonna have to do one of these two. This is like a 5-star prediction. This could be incredible. I've never read an Abby Jimenez, and I love the subject of this because this has got the One of Us is Famous trope, which it's like a guilty pleasure of mine. Not that I've read much of it at all. Out on a Limb is so cute, but I think we're gonna do this. I feel like this is probably better for like the autumn months. So maybe we'll do Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez for a book with a cartoon cover. I've never had that prompt before. That was very exciting. I also realised I need to like expand my collection of books with cartoon covers. I had like 2 options to pick from. Okay, and then final prompt number 5, from a favourite author. Okay, I've definitely had this before, but I don't remember what I picked. So these are mostly all new to me, these guys. Got Eve Babbitts, but that's like more summery. I was definitely saving her work for the summer. Deborah Levy is a favourite, but then again, I was not wanting to read that because it's too summery. Guys, you know who's a favourite? I mean, I've already read 2 of her books, but like I've already announced that she's a favourite. Is Miss Carissa Broadbent, and I do need to read The Ashes and Stark as King. I'm so excited for this, but at the same time, like, this is a thick fantasy book. Do I want to wait until I read Onyx Storm? Because like the second I'm into this, I can't be picking up Onyx Storm, and I really want to read that. I'm struggling. I like Elsie Silver, but is she a favourite? Probably not. I also don't really want another romance, because I don't even want to read a romance full stop. And we've got 2 of them. You know what, I'm going to repick the prompt. I know that's so bad, but like, I'm struggling, and I really don't want to. There's just some books I know I'm either not going to get to, or I'm going to pick them up and they're going to be like, you know, read at the wrong time, which is just going to ruin the experience. So we're going to repick. Title starts with the. Okay, how tricky is this going to be? The Women Destroyed, that's an option. The Passion According to GH, that's what this is. The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, that was on the 2025 TBR. The Wolf Den. Oh, I think we're going to do The Women Destroyed. This is kind of rogue, but this was actually my 2024 TBR and I never got around to it. And I've been wanting to pick it up ever since I bought it, which was 2022. I bought it in the Strand actually, in New York. I really like this TBR. It's kind of a weird mix of things, but also it's like more aligned with what I feel like I want to be getting to, because we've got like quite a lot of lit fic, 1 romance and 1 fantasy. That's actually a really good range of things. Let's go through them all and I'll tell you what each of them is about. So prompt number 1 was for a book with an ugly spine, and I chose The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. So this follows Stella and Desiree, identical twins growing up together in a small southern black community until at age 16 they run away. And I think it's about how their lives differ, like how the way they lead their lives differs from each other. Because they're black, they have the ability to pass as white. So one of them decides to do that and lives in like a white community with a white husband and stuff like that. And then the other one lives in a black community in the same southern town she once tried to escape. And it's about how the way that these 2 women like lead their lives ends up despite them being identical twins, being so different from one another. Sounds really, really fascinating. I don't know why on earth I ever thought this was not the book for me, because that was based on nothing. And maybe it was the cover, because I don't like this cover. But yeah, that's really exciting actually. This was actually shortlisted for the Women's Prize of Fiction. I think this is gonna be great. This will be one of those books I'm like, I wish I'd picked this up sooner, because I've been stupid in not picking it up earlier. So we'll put it here next to my Mary Jane's. Okay, I don't remember what order we went in, but I think the next one was Heaven. Random colour net generator. Picked yellow, so we chose Heaven by Miyako Kawakami. This is translated fiction from the Japanese, and it's about two kids who are being bullied. The way they kind of bond over this experience, but it's meant to be extremely sad and extremely kind of harrowing, but also beautifully written and beautifully kind of constructed. So I'm really, really excited for this book, but also think it could be like quite a journey. It's so short. I'll let you know my thoughts on that for sure. Obviously the same with all of these. Both of these I'm really intrigued by actually. For a Kindle book, we chose Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, is that her name? Yes, I almost said Rebecca Yarros. I always like mix them up, which is stupid because they're literally nothing alike. If you cannot already tell, my fringe is driving me insane. It's just so frustrating. It just is having one of those bad days, and my hair was damp, so I couldn't run a straightener through it to kind of like sort it out a bit. Okay, we'll just deal with that. This follows two people. It's like a rivals to lovers because they are working at the same, are they in journalism? I think that might be it. They're working for the same like paper, something like that, and they're rivals. It's showing like this wartime. It kind of gives Second World War vibes, but it's not that. It's like fictionalized because it's in this fantasy world where it's actually like, I think it's against these like gods or these monsters or something like that, the war. Iris, the female main character, writes to her what she thinks is her brother through this magical typewriter that sends the letters off like into the ether. What turns out is happening is that the letters are actually going to her rival at work. Romance forms between them, which is really, really beautiful apparently. Just like a really soft, gentle but beautiful love, and could be really wonderful. I'm really excited for that. I've heard incredible things about that, like just full 5-star reviews for that first book. Right, for a cartoon cover we chose the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez, because I would say that's cartoon. I don't know, maybe it's not. I don't know, we're just gonna go with it. This is about this woman, and she finds this dog, doesn't have an owner, so she's like, what do I do? And so she calls the person attached to the dog. Turns out he is like a musician and he's on tour in Australia. He's famous. Their conversations like over the phone, through text and stuff like that, I believe. Well, she's like looking after his dog, but also them like building up this kind of banterous like flirtation that turns into something more towards the end. Sounds so much fun. I just think this will be just like the best time, and I'm so excited to try Abby Jimenez's writing because I am yet to do so. We've got a different colour palette going on here, and it's going to continue because the next book is for a book that started with the title of The, and that is The Women Destroyed, which is pink to go with our stack. Yeah, this is a collection of short stories, 3 short stories following women, a range of things you have to go through as a woman, or you can go through as a woman, and it's meant to be incredible. Simone de Beauvoir with very famous feminist theory, I guess, to do with philosophy and everything like that, but very much like, this is going to be like an intellectual kind of book. Enthralling as fiction fused with de Beauvoir's remarkable insights into women, The Women Destroyed gives us a legendary writer at her best. 3 immensely intelligent stories about the decay of passion. She draws us into the lives of 3 women, all past their first youth, all facing unexpected crises. I feel like I'm going to relate to that one. There we have it. Those are the 5 books that I'm going to be hopefully getting to in the month of January. This is so exciting. I am beyond excited. I don't know what I'm going to pick up once I finish this one because they all sound incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up to let me know that you did. Subscribe if you'd like to stick around and see more videos from me, especially into this new year, because I've got so much fun content planned, and I just feel like so positive about everything going forward. It just feels really good, and this feels great as well because I'm just so excited about all of these books. We're not getting anything off the 2025 TBR, but considering that 2 of these were on my 2024 TBR, I felt like a good thing to finally get them done. Actually, all of these have been owned for I think about 2 years, so this is really positive moves. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I'll see you so soon in a couple of days for another video. Bye bye.